Hello everyone, Arrash Jaffarzadeh here to work with you on creating a graph in Excel. So we're going to cover all the basics on creating a two-dimensional graph. And whenever you're creating a graph, you're going to want to have an X and Y axis. On my X axis, I have January, February, and March. On my Y axis, I have these numerical values that apply to each of these people here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by highlighting the information, the data, and the X and Y axis labels. From here, I'm going to go over to Insert, Column, because we're choosing a column graph. You'll notice that there's line and pie and all that, but we're going to start off with column. I'm going to choose a 2D clustered column. Once I've selected that, you'll notice that there is a graph that appears here on the bottom right. And on the X-axis, I have January, February, March. Each of the graphs are color-coded by the person's name and the numerical value. I can customize it by having it show the numerical value for each of these bars right at the top. I can right-click it, go down to Add Data Label, and it will show me the number that corresponds to Frankie's values. I can do the same thing for, excuse me, that was Sammy. I can do the same thing for Frankie. Right-click, Add Data Labels, and Johnny. Right-click, Add Data Labels. The other thing we can do is we can create a title for our graph and also include labels for the X and the Y axis. How do we do that? Well, it's pretty easy. If I was to deselect my graph, you'll notice at the top that I have the following tabs: File, Home, Insert, Page, Layout, etc. Once I select my graph, watch what happens up here. I get a new set of tabs under Chart Tools, Design, Layout, and Format. Under the Design tab, I can go over here and choose the chart layout that works best for me. If I look at, I can also expand it. I don't know if you noticed what I clicked. This little button here, if I click this, it will give me more charts that I can choose from. And each one has a slightly different layout. This one includes chart title. This one has the names at the top. And so each one has a different style. I'm going to choose the one that has the X and the Y axis included, which is right over here. And also includes a title, which is here. So this is the one that worked best for me, layout number 9. Here I can go in and change the chart title. And over here for the X-axis, I can type in, but I'm just double-clicking it, by the way. I didn't mention that. I double-click it and I can change the information. There I can write dollars. And, oops, double-click here on the words here. And month. So you can see it's pretty easy. I'm also going to show you how to customize some of the information. For example, I can specify to Excel that this information is money or currency. I can highlight the column here, A, C, and D. Let's move this chart out of the way. And I can right-click and go to Format Cells. Here, if you remember from our last lesson, I can specify what type of data is in those cells. So I can click Currency and say how many decimal places I want to go to. So I'm not going to put any decimal places because I don't have any cents for now. And I'm going to click OK. And you can see it automatically converted this information to money, and it included the dollar sign for me on my chart and automatically updated everything. The last thing I want to talk about with these charts is, again, if I select this chart, you'll notice Chart Tools appears at the top. I can go over here to Design and customize my design. I can have it color-coded a certain way to make it nicer. I can go over to expand the menu and make it a bit more 3D to make it look nicer. And there's a lot of different chart styles to choose from, and you can play around with that and find the one that works best for you. And this is the one I like. So you can see that it's pretty easy to create a chart in Excel, and I encourage you to play around with it. Try the different charts. The same idea applies when you're creating a pie chart or if you're creating a line chart. It works the same way, the same ideas. So if you have any questions, go ahead and loop mail me or email me. Good luck and have fun.